Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Moments with Me, the show where I talk about my personal experiences and my life stories. All right, everyone, welcome back for another great episode. In today's episode, I wanted to talk about, in honor of the actor coming out this Friday, I wanted to talk about it on this episode. Spoiler free, of course. I want to talk about kind of like the inspiration for the movie and that sort of thing. So I hope you guys enjoy. And I will say, real quick, if you haven't already, go listen to the song Go Back, which was made for this movie by me, Dynamite D. So go give that song a listen. And also, get your tickets because my film After the Actor will be screened in a film festival, the Geronimo Film Festival. So please make sure you go and get tickets for that. It's going to be on May 6th at 6 o'clock. So make sure you go and get tickets for that. And also, you can go listen to the episode where I talk about that and talk about my excitement and the process that I'm going to have to deal with making that. And with all that being said, let's get straight into it. Yeah, guys, the actor comes out this Friday. And some of you may know or may not know, but this film is a sequel to my film I did years ago, The Audition. And funny enough, it's actually going to be my third time playing Devin because I played him in The Audition and I played him in Into the Dylanverse. And honestly, it was really into the Dylanverse where I wanted to expand Santa Claus's character, because I felt like his story was still open. But also with Devin, I really wanted to continue his story after that. I think it was just because I realized how much I enjoyed playing that character in Into the Dylanverse, and I wanted to kind of carry that on and give him his sequel, give him the movie that he deserves, and I was kind of like I had thought I think someone made a joke about it a long time ago with making an audition too, but I didn't really think that there was a story there. But then, kind of based on real life stuff that had happened, I decided that there was a story there. There is a way I can go with this where I can kind of tie it into my real life. Like some of you guys may know, but when I went to college, I was going for a theater degree. I thought I was 100% sure with acting and and I was going for it. And I think because I had really burnt myself out with trying to do my own movie when I was doing it to the Dylanverse, trying to be in someone else's movie while also taking acting classes on top of it, it just became too much. And then I ended up burning myself out, and then I kind of thought I lost the passion for it because I wasn't really as invested as I used to be. And I feel like with this movie, it really ties into that. It really ties into that. And I think it's a really cool way to also like do a sequel as well because it's a sequel that really ties into my personal life, but also it deals with something that I kind of had kept it like I don't want to say kept quiet, but like I kind of tried to avoid talking about, I guess, because it was something I was nervous about talking about because after I had made that decision, I was very scared and I didn't really know what to do. I didn't really know where to go because I thought I was 100% certain of what I wanted to do. So with this movie, I kind of deal with that. I kind of deal with kind of like yeah, burnout and like losing the passion for something and like kind of trying to get back into it, and really the best way I can put this is the movie and this is the message that I wish I could have given to my past self. Because at the time I associated burnout with loss of passion, when in fact it was really that I just burnt myself out. I was trying to do too much, but I didn't really realize that at the time. I wasn't really thinking too much about it at the time. I just thought that it meant that I was done, you know? So this is kind of like the movie that I wish I could show my past self. And kind of maybe a movie that for anyone that is going through the same thing, they can watch and they can be like, "Hey, like I needed to see that." So yeah, for anyone asking, why are you making the audition too? Or really, you're making the audition too? Yeah. But I also, even though it is a sequel, I wanted it to also be a movie where it can stand on its own. It can very well stand on its own. Like Rahul, who's in this movie, by the way, he does a great job. Which I'll talk about that a little bit. But he had said it best. He's like, it's the same character with a new story, and I think that's the best way to put it, because it is a very different film, right? It's just a continuation of his storyline, like kind of seeing where else he can go, and I really like that. I really like that. And speaking of Rahul, I got to work with him again, as you guys saw the announcement, and I love getting to work with him. It's hard to, unfortunately, because now he lives in New York, so it's hard to get to film with him. So I try to take advantage of it when I can, and it was really great working with him. When writing this specific role for him, I did have him in mind for it, so I'm really glad that he got to be a part of this thing. And I hope you guys, will enjoy his performance and his character, because even with his character, I put personality traits of myself into his character. So I really think that's kind of cool that I got to have really two characters that I could, put a little bit of myself into. So yeah, it was a very fun experience getting to work with him, as always. And since this is a sequel to the audition, if you guys haven't already, please go watch the audition. It's the second movie I've ever done on my Heinrich Films channel, which is crazy. And now it's 6, almost 7, eh? Uh, almost 7 years old, and it's really weird to think that I'm doing a sequel so many years after the first movie, but it just now it just kind of feels like the right time to do it, and I have the right story for it. So I'm hoping you guys enjoy The Actor, but yeah, make sure you go and check out the audition, and then that way you can be fully prepared to watch The Actor, which is coming out this Friday. With all that being said, guys, that's all the time that I have for this episode. So if you liked it, please make sure you like and subscribe. Watch The Actor on April 24th. Listen to Go Back, which was made for The Actor. Out now, link in the description. And then also, make sure to get your tickets for the Geronimo Film Festival, where my next film after The Actor will be screened. So please make sure you get your tickets for that for May 16th. Or no, not 16th. I'm so sorry. For May 6th. So please make sure you get tickets for that. And with all that being said, I will talk to you guys next time.